We did something different.
We did.
Hi, I'm Danielle.
And I'm Joe. And we're double bagging it. Two best friends.
With zero buttholes.
She has ulcerative colitis.
This guy's got Crohn's.
And we both have
permanent ostomies.
Yeah, baby.
See, I'm starting to sing it every time and I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for joining us here on this fine Saturday evening. It's sunny here in Central Ohio.
It's sunny. It's a tropical time here in Columbus. And thanks for joining us on a Saturday. We tricked you. We're usually here on a Wednesday.
Yeah, but we're mixing it up because we've got this is a very special Double Bagging It Live tonight. We are here to promote a wonderful event that we are honored to be a part of.
We really are honored. It's very exciting. Let's bring her in.
Yeah, let's talk about first. We will bring Karen in one second, but we're here to promote the 11 Health Gutsy Gatherings.
That's correct.
Gutsy Gathering, and just give a little disclaimer here.
I work for 11 Health.
Yeah, and we both work for 11 Health. They hire us to host special events for them. So just give that disclaimer here at the top, because we're going to be talking about all of the wonderful things about 11 Health and Gutsy Gathering.
Absolutely, and I feel like some people who are already on here have been on the Gutsy Gathering because we've been doing them for about a year. Gutsy Gatherings has been happening for a year.
Yeah,
it's hard to believe.
We just cut the ribbon on year number 2.
That's right, and the toilet paper.
Yeah, the toilet paper is our ribbon. So we're very honored to have Karen with us from 11 Health. Let's bring Karen in.
We love Karen.
Hello, Karen.
Yay!
Hello. How are you?
Welcome. Karen's one of our favorite humans on the planet.
Karen is. We've known you for quite a while now, Karen.
Yeah.
Now for quite a while.
Yeah, it's been 3 years. 3 years
at least,
or more.
At least, yeah.
So we joke about us coming from tropical Columbus, Ohio, but Karen's truly coming to us from a tropical place.
Exactly.
Mexico.
I live in Guadalajara. Well, I should be living in California, but with the pandemic and everything that happened this year, I will say that I have a blessing to be here. I traveled. I didn't think that I will stay for this long, but now it's been a year that I'm living in Guadalajara again. Hopefully I will get back soon. But yes, I'm in a tropical place.
A real tropical place. Look at us. All of a sudden, the sun has come in. It's like Karen talks about tropical, and the sun has come in on us briefly. Because you're a ray of sunshine, Karen. You really are.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent. But we're here to talk about Gutsy Gathering and talk about our very special Gutsy Gathering. But let's start with, tell everybody out there a little bit about 11 Health.
So, yeah, I will say that this is perhaps like this explanation is kind of fancy from everything that we've been doing for a long time. But what we do at 11 Health is that we create digital solutions for chronically ill patients. So what we do is that we have a connected care ecosystem, meaning that we have patients as patient coaches, for example, we have technology, and we have professionals that we all work together to make the life of awesome patients easier. Now that they can manage their condition, their health, and we have the blessing, I will say, that brings the patient into the center and brings the patient voice, which is something that was a true mission for Michael.
Absolutely. And as a chronically ill patient with an ostomy and inflammatory bowel disease, this is music to my ears. How about you, Joe?
Definitely. It's certainly, I've been honored to be a part of that mission, to not only benefit from that mission, but also to be a part of continuing that mission of Michael's from 11 Health.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
People that are.
For sure.
Yeah. So let's talk about, we'll talk about Gutsy Gathering because we'll talk about Gutsy Gathering. It's in detail, but since you talked about Michael and this being Michael's mission, I guess let's talk about Michael and this very special Gutsy Gathering that's coming up in honor of Michael's birthday this Tuesday.
Yeah. So, just to give you a little bit of background of what happened with Gutsy Gathering, we started last year with Gutsy Gathering as a solution or as an option for a support system that we can provide within 11 Health, where we have people tremendously wonderful people as you, Danielle, Joe, that contributes to have these support groups where we can like bring people together where we have specialists, where we have patients, where we have nurses, doctors coming. We all have conversations and we talk about topics that really matters for the patients. So that's the basis of like Gutsy Gathering. But well, I'm sure that many of you know that we sadly lost Michael last year on May, and well, his birthday is on March 23rd, and we thought that we should be honoring him and celebrating his life, his legacy, and everything that he, even when he is not like physically here, that he continues like doing, inspiring like many people, and he's still at the core of everything that we do at 11 Health. So this celebration is in particular to celebrate his life, his legacy, and to bring many people that knew Michael, that worked with him, that has been inspired by him, and that now keeps contributing to the patient community in different levels. And that's what you will find at this celebration for Michael. You will find patients, doctors, nurses, people that is working in different communities, not just for the ostomy community, but different chronic patient communities. And that's fantastic. I mean, that's a moment where we can just like get together.
That's awesome. Yeah. And I know he's inspired so many people, including us as patients, us as double bagging it. He actually was really a catalyst and making us get off of our butts and stop talking about what we wanted to do with double bagging it and actually go do it. And he gave us that challenge, and he's the reason we're probably sitting here right now.
Absolutely.
That's exactly right.
Absolutely. And we all have Michael stories, and you know, my personal Michael story is, you know, when I was recovering from as so many of us did, I was recovering from my ostomy surgery. I found Michael's blog, I found Michael's story, and he was a big inspiration for me in my recovery, and continues to this day.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. And there's a fun. Don't stop getting teary-eyed.
I'm holding it in. I'm
going to talk about cheese then, but this is pertinent. So while you have a little teary moment. So here's a fun story. We met Michael in St. Louis when we had gone to our very first UOAA. Stop it. UOAA national conference. And we had just driven 13 hours. It's not a 13-hour drive, but it is with Joe and I. It was a 7-hour drive that we did in 13 hours. But we're in our t-shirts and our shorts, and we just gotten out of the car, and we went up to the top of the hotel where they were having this president's reception. And all I wanted to do was eat cheese. For many of you who know me, that's a very big priority in my life. So there was like a big president's reception. I had a giant plate of cheese. Didn't I?
You did.
And all I was talking about was that. And Joe like locks eyes across the room, and he's like, "Oh my gosh." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "That's Michael." And I didn't know of Michael. I'd heard, but I didn't know exactly. And so Joe's like, I can't. I'm like, "Well, you have to go talk to like your hero, basically, your inspiration." And so long story short, I took my plate of cheese with me and took Joe over to Michael and introduced them, even though I never met Michael before. It was great. It was, and the rest is history. We had a wonderful 5 days chatting with Michael here or there. And now I know why I knew then why he was such an inspiration to this guy right here. And it was very important to me because he inspired my best friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we've all, and just to be able to, after that meeting, but then also to be able to continue to work with 11 Health as patient coaches, but just be associated with everything that Michael has built and everyone continues to build and carry on for him. But talking about Gutsy Gathering, Gathering, all the special programming. Do we want to touch on the different components? It's a 4-hour program this Tuesday.
Not just 1 hour.
4 hours of programming. And it's so do you want to step through the four? Actually, before we step through, let's tell everybody how they can join Gutsy Gathering.
That's important.
So it's important. I mean, you can go to the website, to the Gutsy Gathering website, which is like a microsite within 11 Health. Yes, you can see that, gutsygathering.com. If you go there, you will find the button for registration, and then you just click, put your name, your email, your phone number, you are registered. You will receive emails with information about the event. But something that you need to consider is this is a Facebook Live event. So it won't be in a Zoom platform as we usually do with Gutsy Gathering, the regular hours. So now you can just tune in into the 11 Health and Technologies Facebook, and you will find the transmission there. So it's going to be super easy to access. We are trying to reach as much people as possible, and this is a possible way that we can do it. So you just need to look for the 11 Health and Technologies Facebook, and you will have access.
Absolutely.
It's free. It's free. You can join at the time that you can. We know that not many people can stay for the entire 4 hours. So if you want to just switch in and then you need to hop off, that's perfect. And you can come back, and you will find later all the recordings and everything in our YouTube channels.
Absolutely. Thank you. So that's go on, register at gutsygathering.com when it's time. And right now, as soon as we're done, hop on over. If you haven't already liked 11 Health, I can't talk today, guys. 11 Health and Technologies Facebook page. Also, while you're at it, how about hop on over to the Patient Coaches Facebook page and like them as well. Follow them.
And we'll put links to both pages on our page.
Yeah.
So
look at that.
Since you're here on our page, you'll find it that way.
So many ways to find it. And we'll keep reminding you all the way through Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that's how you can join us. And again, like Karen said, if you can't make it, it's during the day you're working, watch it on the weekend, share it with your friends, share it on Facebook groups. But let's talk about what we're going to be discussing since it's a special 4 hour.
Exactly. So, well, what we have just to start is the power of advocacy. I mean, we all are all in for advocacy, and we have people that is coming from different communities, as I said before. We are not just bringing the awesome community here. We'll have Matt Eagles. He is a wonderful patient. He has Parkinson, and he has been working for a very long time to create this huge community for Parkinson patients. Then we have Amber Treska. I'm pretty sure that you know her. She has this amazing blog and podcast. Yes. And she and Matt, they will have these amazing conversations in regards to what is advocacy, what happened with them to just continue with their advocacy work, and how everything has been improving and touching many communities within their own chronic conditions. And I will say that the entire world. You will find Matt's story just fantastic. He has been doing a lot of work. I will say in the entire world. He has been traveling and doing a lot of research. So that would be fantastic. Then you will find more information in terms of what is 11 Health, what are we doing, how do we are working to transform the healthcare system, and what is the gold standard, which is what we do at 11 Health. Later, you will find this amazing panel where you, Danielle, and Joe are part of it. And we're talking about the difference makers. So people that has been working so hard on themselves, that's Danielle and Joe. Debbie Fox, you will find Diane Meredith, Stacey Dillon, and Janine Gliba. All of them have their work within the community. You will find, for example, Stacey Dillon, that she has this great community for caregivers, parents, families coping with IBD conditions for kids. So that's going to be a great conversation within that panel. And I'm pretty sure that we will need to go short because everybody will have a lot of things to share. But it's a way where we can have this amazing group of people just sharing a little bit of what they do and how they are transforming the system, I will say. After that, what we have? After that, we have this amazing story from Swapna Kekkani. She is a transplant patient, same as Michael. And she is working here in the States with this transplant community for small bowel transplant patients. She's doing an amazing job. with the community. She is very well known. She is very well educated, and you will be amazed of how much she has been doing in the States and connecting patients with these conditions. So you will find her. Then you will find also what is the patient experience. I mean, we've been all like talking about what's the patient experience, but when you jump in and hear the voice of Julie Rich, who is an amazing PhD in the patient experience side at Cleveland Clinic, and then Denise Silver, that she has been working for a long time on the patient side. You will find like, what are the real questions that we want to do about the patient experience? It's not what we've been always like listening, is like what Michael said. Okay, I know what everybody is saying. What else do you have to share? What is coming new? What are those challenges that we need to pay attention and then work together? So they will talk about that. And of course, their interaction with Michael, which will be amazing, that part. Then later, we are just coming to the very last block, and that is about how empathy and technology are like really improving the patient experience and the patient care. So you will find Dr. Searing from Cedars Hospital. You will find Brand, he is one of our nurses, and then you will find Dr. Rob, who is our Chief Medical Officer and architect for the products. So that will be a really great conversation. I mean, how do we really use technology, but don't lose the empathy side? If we are like thinking a little bit on what's happening with the world in the midst of this pandemic, what we've been losing is the touch, the human touch and interaction and empathy. And it doesn't matter how much technology works if you really lose the empathy side. So that's almost the last bit. And then we have Dr. Mona Sadiki. She is an incredible woman. She has been working with the healthcare system for a very long time, now working at Humana, and looking for how really all the insurance, the billing, and the system needs to work together to really, really improve the patient experience, and how do we transform in reality everything that we have for the patients. So that will be our last conversation. And then we have just a few surprises. I won't talk a lot about that because you will really like to tune in and listen and hear and watch things that will happen in terms of celebrating Michael.
Awesome.
Absolutely. I can't think of a better way to celebrate Michael's life and legacy. But this is an amazing 4 hours. We could go for 4 days, I'm sure.
4 months, 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I know. I'm extremely excited about it. And I love surprises. So, I'm going to be there the whole time watching. And I will say too, we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel during the pandemic, but we're still not able to go many places. So this is a wonderful opportunity just to sit and learn and listen and be a part of the bigger community and learn all of these wonderful things and hear all of these amazing speakers.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
And, touching on that pandemic and talking about, the idea of the technology, not letting the technology let us lose our empathy and lose that connection. Through this pandemic, that's been the blessing of this technology, to be able to stay connected the way we are through this video screen, like we are now, Karen, with patients all over, through Gutsy Gathering in the last year, through all of the work that we're all doing, staying connected in our various communities. That has been a real blessing that we had that foundation and that infrastructure in place to use this past year. I don't know how else. I don't know how I would have survived without it.
I know, it's true. And I feel like even when things are back in full swing, I'm still going to be very enthusiastic about watching wonderful presentations like Gutsy Gathering in my PJs. I want them all to continue. Even if I'm able to go out safely, I want to be able to be amongst my community and have this kind of opportunities.
What are you talking about? You're going to be wearing your PJs to Meyer next week. Or after you get your shot, I should say.
Maybe. Who's to say I don't have PJ pants on right now? You'll never know.
You never know.
No.
Never know.
But that's a great lineup. I am excited about this Tuesday. I just want to hammer home, go sign up, Gutsy Gathering right now, gutsygathering.com. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. This Tuesday, 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Eastern time.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. And also just Gutsy Gathering in general. How many do we have, Karen? 10 a year?
10 a year. Yeah.
And
this year we have a program for 10.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And it's such a good, like Karen said earlier, if you're just jumping on, it's such a good way to just stay involved in the communities, hear special speakers on different topics. And you're not alone. You're not alone. We're all going through something. And fortunately, we have wonderful companies like this. We have wonderful communities like this. And we're very proud and happy to be a part of that.
Yeah, exactly. And I just want to say that what you mentioned, Danielle, before is really important. Hopefully you can join like at the same time that this is live. But if you can't, don't worry. Everything will be out for you. If you want to later, just watch it and then start conversations with others because you got inspired. That's amazing. You never know what will happen with you when you hear someone else talking, when you hear stories, when you find out that everybody is just persons and it regardless of what happened with your life, then if you just decide to continue, you decide to really follow your mission, you will make a difference in the world. So this is all about of coming and understanding that even when you will hear speakers that are like very well known, that they have a lot of knowledge behind, patience that you will hear there just because of their stories and because they have the courage to share and to help others. That's incredible, fantastic. So
absolutely.
That's something that we just need to encourage everyone to have conversations, to contribute to everybody's knowledge. And don't be afraid to say what you really want to say. And don't be afraid to be you and then be part of the community. The only thing that you will have is benefits. So join in, just start the conversation, and let's be part of this movement.
Absolutely.
Here.
Well said. And I want to make one more point. We told a little bit about Michael, and you'll learn more when you join us on Tuesday. But I always find it fascinating that Michael was a patient who started his company, his idea. Stop it, Joe, with your teary-eyed looks. No, but he was a patient that started his company literally from a hospital bed. And that's just so inspiring. And patience for patients. And I, as Karen said, it's an inspirational thing. If you have an idea, go do it. If you just have, a willingness to help other people who are going through something similar, sign up. You're going to meet different people throughout the country, actually several countries involved. Just join us and find out.
Yeah. Let's have fun.
Fun. You never know what the two of us are going to say. So if that's...
I know everything I'm going to say. I wrote it all down ahead of time.
You never know what you're going to say, and neither do I, which makes it entertaining.
This has been wonderful, Karen, having you join us tonight to promote this wonderful event, because we want as many people who, as you said, whether they can attend it live or watch the recordings, because this is such an important community, such an important message or messages, plural, that we all will benefit from. So
we're going to see you there. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to send them to Joe and I. Feel free to reach out to Karen. Karen at 11health.com is Karen's email. And or any of the social media platforms, either for Double Bagging It or 11 Health or Patient Coaches. And we'll get all the information that you need to you.
Yeah. And I'm just going to pop up. We had some comments, people watching. Rena's watching. Carly was watching. Colonel is watching. And Connie is watching. And I just want to pop Connie's comment up here because I concur. I agree.
She's
Karen.
always stunning. I'm also very proud of the one comment. Can you pop up Carly's comment? No, this one. She said I make really good heart hands, and I'm very proud of that. I work very hard on my heart hands.
Well, there are so many hard hands out there, so many real hearts. Karen, you have a beautiful big heart, and we are so honored to know you and work with you, and that you bring your passion to our community and help build this community. We love you.
I love you guys.
Yeah,
We love you.
Well,
all right, everyone. We are coming to our end. We will see you on Tuesday.
Thank you.
See
Good
you
night,
Tuesday.
everyone.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye.